Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a tournament stream. I'm gonna say a tournament stream because this is the first one I've done in a long time. It's been a long time since I did anything on YouTube, to be honest. And I'm actually kind of excited to be going back into the swing of things of sorts because I'm still not doing all that much. Just today and tomorrow and the day after, and we'll see how it all will go. So let's take you to my garage. This is the group that we are following tonight. There are a bunch of streamers. We all have, there's 4 streamers. All the groups are being streamed. I will be streaming APA versus LC first, and then we will follow Legion for the rest. And it's just going to be fun, so we're just going to try and have fun with it, not make things too complicated. And let's see, room invite should be up in any second now, actually. And then we will go and have a look. Actually, I have no idea what I'm looking at here. I think that's a shark tank. Let's see. Yeah, it is. But let's go to the room. Basically, the name of APA's team is saying a heck lot. And the thing that I've learned the most from the things I followed of this tournament, have to admit I've not been following all that much, is mainly just the fact that, whatchamacallit, that it's pay to win. It is tier 8. There are so many... Wait, is the YouTube thing... Looks to be okay. I don't know. I'm hoping everything is okay. Oh god, OBS is being... Come on, OBS. Okay, there we go. OBS is back. This is not kind of the things that you want to have happening while you're streaming. But yeah, we'll see. OBS is having a little bit of issues. YouTube is having some issues. So yeah. It is having a little bit of issue. YouTube is not really liking me. Isn't liking me right now. But we'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed that things will stabilize. And that everything will go okay. I have readied up. We have 3 minutes left before the match actually starts. Hopefully OBS will be behaving for the rest. And my laptop will be behaving and everything. But we'll see. Fingers crossed. OBS is taking up a lot of my CPU. So I'm just going to close some things that I have running in the background. But yeah, YouTube is giving me some weird notifications, no idea. But we'll see. Overall, I've not been following much of this tournament, have to admit, and I've not been following much of the game at all, to be honest. I am having a lot of health issues, so I've not been paying a lot of attention, and I'm not really capable of concentrating all that well at the moment, which is one of the reasons I've been more or less AFK for pretty much everything except Discord, because Discord chatting is easy, it doesn't take a lot of concentration. Oh boy. Oh poop. OBS is fine, but YouTube is not liking me. No idea why. Let's see. I'm just going to... It is basically still loading everything. We still have about a minute and a half left to go before we get any match, so hopefully that will help. I honestly don't know. I'm trying to reconnect YouTube and restart my live stream panel thing. No idea what's going on. It's YouTube that's being pretty much dick. For the rest, everything is behaving as it should. We have a minute left, neither team is there, so it's all fine. Let's see if it loads and what it says. Internet is fine. I did a good speed test before to see how that will go. Restream is also not liking me much right now. I honestly have no idea. Could just be CPU. Let's see. I have a feeling I should not have tried to... There you go, now my live control room is reloading. It's saying excellent connection. Again, there's a... Well, actually not again, I didn't explain this. There's a 5-minute delay on the stream. And... Here we go, actually. I think we have a default no one showed up thing happening. Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, that was useless. At least you didn't miss any tournament matches. And YouTube is still messing about. OBS is still sending like normal. Maybe it's restream, I don't know. This is not hopeful. I'm just going to grab the chat on. Let's see. It's supposedly live. Oh, it's working again. Hooray! Ah, okay. If Figured is having the same issues, I feel less bad about mine, to be honest. First match was default flunk. No one showed up. So yeah. Oh my god. Chat still isn't loading, honestly. But at least I'm back in my live control room. Okay, no. Well, glad everything is okay. APA is still missing members, so they're not really taking it seriously, and that means that we're going to be defaulting. And again, LC at least has 5 people there now, so they get default victory, I believe. Okay, I'm glad. Well, like I said, there's a 5-minute delay. You can hear me babble for quite a long time. And now LC has a victory because they have 5 members. This is going to be the shortest matchup ever, and I'm glad that I've got that Lauro spam me with replays, because I will need them in order to fill the time for you. But yeah. Let's see. In the meantime, if you have any questions, just ask away. Just know that it's basically, like I said, 5-minute delay. So everything you ask, if I reply, it's 5 minutes later. I'm glad everything with the stream is okay now. And yeah, I'm not sure. I'm streaming today and tomorrow, and of course on Friday. I have actually no idea how active I'm going to be after that, because basically my health is being absolutely horrible and I can't concentrate. I'm like in constant pain. I'm constantly like exhausted, not like tired, but like bone deep exhausted, and it's really annoying. But yeah, not much I can do about it right now. I'm waiting to get into like a special track, and that will probably give me the help that I need in order to deal with this better, and hopefully help me on some other levels as well. But yeah, life at the moment really is not fun. And yeah, that's basically it with what my life is like. My life is not fun right now, and I don't want to sound all that depressing or all that dramatic. But I always feel like I owe the people on YouTube, or at least the subscribers and everything, and I mean the people on my server know it a bit more because I talk there, but a bit of an explanation as to what is going on and everything. And there's LC. As long as they just like have 5 people there, they're going to win this. But the 5th one should not have left. Oh my god. But yeah. YouTube live chat is still being a little bit weird. But yeah, I'm actually glad that it's YouTube and not me. And I'm glad that everything is normal after that. It seems to be holding quite steadily now. Sort of. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And for now, we don't really have much to show you in any case, because there's nothing happening, because they're just not showing up. At least LC is going to win, and then they're going to go up against my Legion boys. The Donut boys. Basically, I think the only reason that the top clans are participating is because there's real money for grabs there, and I will go over that after this. But yeah, not showing up to a tournament that you register to is not really the smartest thing. And Appa is not making himself look good with this. But yeah. Don't see why Smasher wouldn't be allowed, to be honest. I've not, as far as I know, they don't limit the tanks in any way, in any tournament. But taking a tier 8 tank... Well, no, this is actually tier 8-8, but if you have like the normal, the quick tournaments, I think you can also pick tier 7. And then Smasher would work, but if you're up against a lot of 252Us, that would not really be a good thing. But there too, it is very pay to win, to be honest. And here we go into technically the 4th game, but one they both flunked. And there we go. Amazing. Hello? It would help if you loaded. Well, that is hopeful. Yeah, it also just keeps the notification there. But let's look. The Summer Season Championship. Yeah, we have the group stage today. The group stage is only 3 stages long, so that's not really all that interesting. So we have Legion 2 times. For, I think LC is going to go up against Legion next. And then we have the other side of the bracket. No idea what's happening there. At least every stream is a little bit glitchy by the looks of it, but it is going and people can get rewards for watching that through the portal. Tomorrow that's the case for my stream, and for on Friday also for my stream. But yeah, battle format best of 5, and you have double elimination for the final stage, and then best of 7 for the grand final, I believe. This is basically what they can get if you have 10 players. That's $240 per person, so that's not really too bad. But you could also do it with like 4 people and get a bit more. 7 people and get more, I mean. But yeah, and you get this nifty badge. It's a medal. So yeah, that is what we have. And this is indeed the shark tank. Let me just pimp it, because to be honest, I would really love to have this tank, but I did spend some gold on my main account on trying to get it, and it did not work. But just look at it. It looks so cool. It's a shark tank. And I really want it just because of the way it looks. But yeah. Let's see. What else can I show you? I can show you replays. Basically, that's what we're gonna be doing. Because the next match, let's have a look. In the short, we have our Legion Donut boys in 40 minutes. And then they're going to go up against LC. LC that only had 5, maybe 6 players at the end, so that's not very hopeful either. And let's see what is happening. Is anything happening on the other side? Yeah, this is also... Did they also not show up? Or was it just default no matchup before? I think that's the case. But yeah, actually just... Mutsu just asked about the shark tank. I mainly wanted it for the looks, but it is a tank that I tested, and I can't I haven't driven it since. I don't exactly know how they changed it, but it is similar in playstyle to the E5, and that's a tank that really suits me. So I really do want it, but I will just have to wait until it gets into the game for gold later on, and then we'll see. I do not have any thoughts on a new map, however, because I've not been on it. I've played some games, testing other tanks and getting some ×5s out of the way. And I didn't get the new map even once, so I've not seen it yet. And I'm kind of like want to go into a training room and test it. Not right now, obviously, but like just to see how it drives and everything. But I just haven't done that yet. So let's see, what have I got for you? I got a whole bunch of Lauro replays. So I'm actually going to show you a few of those, because why not? Let's see. Also, please let me know if the stream is going to be glitchy again, because I might need to. I'm staying at my mum's because of my health issues. So I'm kind of like hogging her bedroom right now because it has the best connection with the Wi-Fi. But if things are going to be glitchy, I need to move back home for a few days to be able to stream properly. Let's see. I do have to be a bit patient with my laptop. Here we go. This is actually a tank that I'm grinding right now. I mean, I'm at tier 9, so I'm almost there. Need like, I think 100k more or something. Thereabouts. But yeah. I'm kind of curious how it will be, because it is British. Me and British tanks generally do not get along well. And that's always been an issue with me. That's also why I've left it very long to actually grind this line. But I've seen a lot of players do some really amazing things in it, and that's mainly the reason that I want it. So I'm actually interested to see these replays, because he submitted another one of the FE402. So that's something that I can actually learn from just by looking at that. That was a lovely shot. Thing is, with the British tanks, most of the tanks can be shot in the face, and they're not that strong, and they die pretty easily, which is basically what I have against them. He is being very careful, which probably is a good thing. See, he's hashing. This is kind of why I feel like I need to have this tank. I'm slowly starting to learn more about hash and all of that. But it's not really my forte, HE and all of it. Nice. Let's see, he's now turning around, blocking his teammate unintentionally, I'm sure, but still. And now he's deciding to go along with the IS-4 to help him. And lots of hash is being used. This is basically why I feel I need a tank. Hash is sort of like the next thing that I need to master, let's say. And there you go. Proto is really wanting to get Lauro. Then you have the grill arriving. Grill taking a large chunk of HP from the IS-4. He's not even sniper moding to actually make the hits. E100 taking the hit. Ooh, nice shot by Jan. Or Yanni. And Lauro takes the kill. Leo next in line. Ooh, nice high roll. And does he get the kill? Yes, he does. 3 people left. He might get a rest out of this by the looks of it. In my opinion, what's the best tier 8 heavy non-premium? T32, hands down. It is a lot like the... Even that can be hashed. This is seriously what I mean. I need this tank. Just to learn how to be a better player. Hash is the next frontier. This is actually nice. He's pretty much foregoing the res in order to help his teammate here. That is a derp shot, but still, he will have this kill. Ooh, that is good because the K91 killed the IS-4, which makes it more likely for Lauro to get a res, assuming his teammate is paying attention. But yeah, best heavy tier 8 non-premium for me would be the T32. It's versatile. And I find the Tiger 2 very achievable. Oh my god! Did he really just do this? Yanni just stole his res? Oh, that is actually so sad. Poor Lauro. But yeah, Tiger 2 is also a good tank in all of it, but it is more boring to play and less versatile in my opinion. I can't believe his teammate stole his res. That is just... And it was so unnecessary. Oh, poor guy. Basically, you're now talking about tier 9s rather than tier 8s, but still. Let's see. 1801 base XP. Yanni stealing that kill. Oh my god. But still, great game overall. Nothing else is happening right now. This is the old room invite that is just not going away. Come on. It would help if you actually went back. I'm always a bit nervous about things crashing when I try to click buttons and it doesn't do anything. Let's see. We have another replay of Lauro in... I think it's this tank as well, but we won't know until it actually loads. And we won't know until my laptop actually cooperates with me and actually lets me open it, because that would definitely help. There we go. Another FV game. I'm glad that everything seems to be in working order now. That is a bit of a relief. Oh, that guy is so lucky getting the Super Conqueror. That's another great tank. I'm so against Grace. I do try my luck, I will freely admit that, but I'm really much against Grace. It is still gambling, no matter which way you turn it. But yeah. In the meantime, I think, let's see, tier 8 heavies. What other ones do we have? We have the KV4, KV5. Well, no, KV5 is premium, so that doesn't count. Now, I think I really will stick with the T32 as my answer here. The whole E100 line is like a proper heavy line, but if you like a bit more mobility in a bit less armor, then the E5 line will work a lot better for you. Oh, I like it when they do that. I like when they get wrecked. Oh my god, poor guy. He did get spotted for that, so he has to be careful. Leo's running away. Spaghetti. Oh, nice shot. Basically, E100 line is like I said, it's a proper heavy line, but it does have some very big weaknesses, mainly in the form of... Mainly in the form of lower plates and everything, and the lack of speed can count as big weakness as well. The E5 line, however, is a lot more mobile, so can handle its own, well, differently. Not necessarily better, but differently. And I think that T32 is like a nice jack of all trades. Oof. This is basically the problem with the British tanks. If people sneeze on you, they will pen you and it will hurt. But yeah, it's this cheating thing that makes me want to get the FE4202. I'm not all that far from it, so I should have it in not too long. Let's see. Moiskin hiding there. Can seriously hash the lower plate, that is lovely. It's another reason to want it. But Lauro is going after the T62A, which is probably also very hashable. Which it is by the looks of it. Let's see. No idea what the tank behind him was doing, honestly. Oof, nice bounce. Super Conqueror is not looking all too healthy here. Oof, but that will have likely saved him. Maybe, hopefully. There we go, T62A is gone. Ooh, nice. Let's see. And that's the end of the Moiskin. We have a T9 Foch. He does get that though. Oof, that's a derp. Ooh, that's a nice one. And there we go, that's the end of the Foch. Aww, he really did get stuck. Poor guy. Falling down at exactly the wrong place. Oh, that fire. Wow. I'm really glad that Lauro sent in a whole bunch of replays. I still can't believe his teammate took the Raz the other game. That is just, wow. So sad. But let's see. What else have I got for you? Basically, I realized today I was looking... My colleague is like mildly interested in this game. Like, he's not really interested, but he's mildly interested. He finds the whole concept of it both ridiculous and funny. And he's definitely not a gamer. So the fact that I game is something that they, at work, they find it very weird, but they kind of respect it. But yeah, this is of course a press account, so it literally has every tank. But this is a tank I still need the pattern. But for the rest, I have most lines these days. I need to buy the VK here, the 7201. But I have it researched. I need the VK 10001 and the Moiskin. I don't have those. I'm still grinding Tiger P for that. But basically, all the tanks that I don't have right now are the tanks that I'm really... Sorry, throat itch. That I'm really not eager to have. They're just like, eh. I need a 263. Here, like I said, I'm grinding the FE4202. I still need... Oh, I actually don't have these researched here. Lol. I will look at that later. I need the 183, but I'm probably going to 3-speed the whole line because I absolutely hate it. I need some Chinese tanks. I don't have the 121 or the TD. And I need the Foch and the AMX-50B. But for the rest, that's basically all the lines I don't have. So I'm kind of slowly getting to the point. I just realized that the shark is cross-eyed. Look at this. you look at it like that, I mean, like sideways it's like perfect, but if you look at it like this, it's definitely cross-eyed. I would rather have the Yege. The armor, especially if you angle it, is more effective and it does big booms. The Yege was actually my first tier 10. I went for it mainly because of the sound of the gun, because that sounded just like really awesome. And the 183, it can be fun, but I like going frontline with it because people don't expect it and they basically like seriously freak out when you do that. So let's see. YouTube seems to be having a little bit of a glitch, or it's just a preview, I don't know. Let's see, what else have I got? I know Jochen is watching. Hello, Jochen. So I'm going to show you his replay. We still have like 25 minutes left before we actually get another match, so let's just watch some more replays. In the 268, that was my second tier 10. And I remember that I was tuning with Philip Zenodium at the time. And because I was going up the Jaeger line, he was going up this line. Basically we tuned a lot, and him driving this line made me want this line as well. So that's why that was my second tier 10 I went for. In the meantime, if you are watching every stream, you are steadily getting stuff. But we still have a while to go before we get all the stuff. What about premium? Oh, the ISU 100, the SU 130 PM? Probably mixing up that name, but definitely that one. As in premium CDs. Scorpion also. Scorpion is also lovely, but the SU is stronger. Is that premium, Mutsu? Let's see what it's going to do. This camera looks actually quite nice. One thing to remember in general, I mean, like, he's now paying attention, looking at what his team is doing, where he's going, and I think he's going to go more towards the middle than to the left. Thing to keep in mind is that even if you feel your team is going in the wrong direction, it can be a very good idea to actually go with your team rather than just go where you want to go, even if your side is technically stronger, because you're stronger as a team than alone. And Jochen is... looks like he's going a bit YOLO. Oh, this is helpful. This is very helpful. There you go. Nice chunk of health gone. Nice little bounce. Nice little bounce. And neither of them are stupid enough to actually move in. So that is the end of the Jagdtiger. He does take a hit there. Oof, nice cheeky shot there. E100 getting in the way. But they kind of have to be careful there together. Because their team is a little bit cluttered. Oof. Not aimed enough. Chieftain, if you peek out. There you go. Taking another hit though. He does have to be a little bit careful. SCB is not really a tank you want to deal with when you can only see the top of the turret. Oof. Nice shot, and he's using this little tram perfectly. There we go. Another one bites the dust. Let's see. But yeah, I really do want the shark tank. Just because it looks fantastic. Oof. They're killing each other. And he can be one-shotted by the E100, so he has to be careful there. Let's see if he can get a shot in. Oh, nice high roll. But he has to be careful about that. Because the gun of the E100 is very, very deadly. There you go, another shot in. Adrenaline activated as an object. You can. It's very hard for them to flank you, but you have to be careful. Oh, that's the end of that one. And now we only have the E100 left. But yeah, the 268 is a very hard tank to COD, but you have to be careful in the Object 268 to not get stuck against the building or some such. Ooh, that is a low roll. Somewhat. And there you go. KPF takes him out. Lovely little game. Oh, I have more Lauro games. I need to save some for tomorrow as well. 1445 basic speed, nicely done. Very forwards gameplay in a TD. I'm a very big fan of that. Especially tanks like the 268 that have some armor and everything. You don't need to sit at the back. You don't need to camp in any tank, but especially not in a tank like this. So that is actually, I really like it. Let's see, what else have we got? I noticed that we have a bolt carrier in the chat, which means I will show you a bolt game. Let's see. In the STB, one of my favorite tanks in the whole game, to be honest. Absolutely love it. It's such a great bridge liner, and bridge lining is a way of playing that I really like. Hello to Norway. If you could, what tier X would you nerf? Ian Gamer asks. That is a tough one. I think the tier 10s are relatively balanced at the moment. And yes, I know this sounds weird, the game is balanced. What? But I would definitely... Oh no, actually, that's what I would remove the missiles. The tanks itself are relatively balanced, but I'm against missiles as a whole. So I would remove the missiles. Oh right, this is a gravity game. Forgot about that. It is a fantastic game though, which is why I've made an exception and not just went for the random games. Bolt carrier is one of the most OP plays that is basically there. He just shot his own Sheridan. Oof. There goes the Sheridan. That didn't do any damage, but he did hit him. Let's see. Can't shoot him, but you can shoot him. Actually, of all the weird game modes that we have, I quite enjoy... Oof, that hit the snow. Of all the weird game modes that we have, I do quite enjoy the gravity mode. I have not played it this time around, but like I said, I've not really been playing it all. Because health and all of that. Not sure what he was trying to shoot there. You always have to be careful. And there goes the button. That is a cheat derp, but it does send him flying. He is kind of playing this quite passively. He doesn't really have any tank that he can shoot. And he is very fast losing teammates. That is not really a thing that you want though. There we go. No idea what the Fosh is doing. Besides landing quite expertly. Second tank gone. Fosh not really happy. Let's see. That's the end of the FT. He only has one teammate left. That's not really a good thing. Let's see if he can do this. There you go, nice little blind kill. No, he decides not to gun it out of there. Not sure what he's doing, but hey. STB has one of the best view ranges in the game. I think it... Oh, actually, I'm not sure if it has anymore. I thought it was nerfed. But it is a very beautiful tank. There we go. 2 tanks left. There you go. 1 tank left. There we go. It's not so much taking it seriously, but more like... Well, actually, no, it is taking it seriously, but why wouldn't you? I mean, yes, it is a weird game mode kind of thing. And it's like all good fun, but still, you can win. Why wouldn't you do your best to win? You kind of has to be careful not to just slide. Oof, that helps. That helps. By him doing that, he's actually making it easier for Walt. Oof. Let's see, can he do this? Oh! Uh-oh. That's not how you want it. There you go. Fosh is being all toxic. Lovely little game. Nearly 7k damage. 1716 base XP. All in all, I really do like this game. It's a funny game mode. It doesn't change the game that much. As in, like, with Mad Games, you get these superpowers uprising even more, so you respawn and all of that. Realistic mode is really not for me, but gravity mode is funny. Let's see. In 7 minutes exactly, we should have a room invite. Let's have a quick look. Here we go. No, that's not the one I want. This is the one I want. Yeah, 7 minutes. So I'm going to show you one more game. And let's make it another Laudo game. Let's see. This is where we are at. And we just need to wait until it actually loads. Have to be very patient with my laptop now. There we go. Let's see. In the meantime, YouTube is still derping. And it's not as... Oh, it's also on Yukon. We actually get to see the map. Let's see how it actually goes. No, technically last game Bolt didn't camp because he flanked around the whole map and then just waited until he could get shots. Going in at that point would not have worked because it would have meant that he would just have gotten wrecked because he would be in the sights of everyone. Hey, Yono! So let's see, the new map does look pretty. 4 bases. Like I said, I've not been here. This is literally my first time seeing this map. But it does look to have a lot of ridge lines and peeking little corners and everything, and that's something I generally do really like. Base D, very open, but there's a bush here. Aw, poor Leo. They're not alone though. There's at least 2 people here. No one is going for base C. Spaghetti's over there. Cheeky, and there's a DS there. You don't really want to get shot by him. And Laura's like, yeah. There you go. He is in a bit of a pickle though, because he kind of needs to get out of there. Standard B is getting out of there, but he is waiting, and I actually like that. And now they're both going. Very good move. Kudos also to the standard B. Capping the base. They kind of do need the bases though. And that's the end of the IS-7. Seems to be a very open map with lots of lines of fire into basically everywhere. That helps. That helps as well. Let's see. It doesn't seem to have been doing much damage here. Base B is being stolen. And there, this is go. Ooh, no, he misses. I was gonna say this is going to hurt, but that's not too bad then. So many sneaky drive-thrus, basically. There we go. Nice. Standard B is like an accidental 2-mate. I love games like that. Yeah, that is going to hurt. But now he's the only one left. And there you go. Like, line him up and finish him off. Lovely little game. Second class, not an ace. I think he might have given me the wrong replay. But still, it was a lovely game, and I love games where you have like an accidental 2-mate like this, so I don't regret showing that. And we got to see the new map. Let's see. Room invite should be up soon. Like in 2 minutes. This is like the old one, so that doesn't count. But it means I'm not going to be showing you another replay. In the meantime, YouTube is still derping. It's actually showing me like the avatars of the chat, and it's showing me Mutsu's little wrench icon. Why it's not actually showing me any chat anymore. So I'm actually using my phone for that. Actually, I haven't paid attention to that. I will have to see actually how that goes, to be honest. Ian about the tracks and whether or not the enemy sees them, I mean. So let's see. Oh, we got the shark tank. That's actually just... we do American, we don't necessarily want heavy. We want T8. There you are. No, that's not the one. Here you are, shark tank. To be honest, it does look so good. And if only it was in crates. I really do love the whole look of it. I kind of like my tanks when they're pimped. Like, I'm not the one for the realistic camos. I don't care if it's realistic, I care if it's fun. Let's see if we get a new room invite or if I have to click that one. I honestly don't know. But we'll see. In about a minute it will pop up. So let's see what has happened in the other groups. R2K is about to have their first match against Elm. That means that Elm won. Dear God, game. Work with me here. Ooh, they won 3-0. That is kind of a big loss. About half a minute left to come. I'm just going to wait here to not, like, make things worse. And we'll see what happens. There's gonna be something tomorrow when I actually have the Portal stream and kind of just needs to bring my A game. I don't have an A game at the moment, so yeah. Hey, Butchka. There you go. We have another room. And there's the Donut Boys. I wonder if we're actually going to have enough players for actual matches this time. Because that would definitely help when you have a tournament stream. But yeah, let's see. 3 boys already there. 2 on LC side. And we'll just have to see. We're going to start on Yamato Harbor, so let me actually just grab that map for you and we'll have a look-see. There you go. This is what the maps look like. It's been a while since we've seen it in tournaments and I actually quite like the map. It's relatively versatile. You can make every side work with every sort of lineup. You have 3 bases. Base A is on the middle of the ship. Base B is in the middle of the city. Yeah, well, it's technically a harbor. You know what I mean. And base C is on the hilly side. And usually we see a lot of campers around the place between spawn 1 and 2 on both sides. And then you have spotters on the hill between B and C or at C. And it's a pretty campy map, and then I'm not a big fan of that. But overall it does lead to some fun gameplay. So we're going to just have a look-see and see how it all works out. And if it all works out, because that then really helps as well. And we're just gonna have fun with it. I'm pretty sure we will have fun with the Donut Boys and see what kind of action they bring. I'm seeing a lot of Tigers and a lot of 252Us. And we see a shark tank. The thing is that this is, like I said, tier 8 is pay to win. And there's not really anything that you can do to avoid that, because basically there's a whole gluttony of very fast, very gold premium tanks in tier 8. Or in all shapes and sizes, but of course there's going to be ones that are stronger than the Secretary ones. And 252U is a good example of that. So we'll see what they're going to be driving and how many premium tanks that we will see. We see a lot of IS tanks on LC side. Only one of them is actually a Tech 3 tank. We see some Tigers and FE301s. Those are really fun spotters, fun tanks that. And only one 252U. So I think that's a good thing. But yeah, to be fair, Legion being a Legion, I do like that a tier 8 tournament will throw any Clan Wars team off. With respect that you suddenly have to think about different tanks. In tier 10 you know all the characteristics, you know it all works. And with tier 8 it is different. You will know the tanks and all of that, but you will not have that much experience driving them in tournaments. So seeing a tier 8 tournament is actually something that I really enjoy. What do you mean SPG, Ian? I actually don't know. One and a half minute left to go before we go into the match. We will actually have a match because LC has 5 players. But I'm pretty sure that the matches will be very, very short. And I kind of feel for LC. Because the chance of them having basically their bums handed to them is pretty big. Oh, is SPG like RT? Yeah, no, we shouldn't be having that, but I'm really hoping that they will remove the missiles before that, because they're kind of like functioning like RTs. So let's see. 44 seconds to go before we go into the first match. Just checking to make sure that there is no map on the screen for you guys. And then we will actually have another match, which is good because we are here for the tournament matches. So it would help to actually get some tournament matches. 22 seconds left to go before we go into the first one on Yamato Harbor in this best of 5. But when you have Legion against you, that is already a very big disadvantage that you can have. But when you also have only 5 players, it's not very hopeful. But let's see, you have to give them kudos for actually lining up and going into battle. Ooh, they managed to get a 6-1. Let's see. All the names though. Object 3 is like known, but and Dakudas of course, Yona. But Sasha Grey is actually Whoopsie. And they've been changing their nicks. Everyone has been changing their nicks and they're making it very confusing. For people like me, at least. There we go. Sure, it was a 6v6. Let's see, we have the FV 301 going towards base C. And LC is basically splitting up a little bit. Legion is too. But LC is focusing mainly on the middle track. And they're going to meet the 252Us there. And that's going to be very tricky. Because the 252Us, if I have to pick, they would win from the IS tanks. And not just player-wise, but also tank-wise. Amadeus losing some HP. Vanessa as well. We have the Traditore in the middle. Bouncing on the flank of Object 3 here, there. Base C has been capped. We see some lines of fire. I'm getting stuck against the bloody ship with the bloody lines. That is not a good thing. So let's go across from that. IS-5 and IS-3 are now getting hammered from the 301s along with the Honor in the Shark. I mean, just look at that. Look at that. He's not... Oh, God, he's not even wearing the Shark camo. 252s are 252Us are now moving in. But they're sort of like at random shooting targets. They're not really all that focused. Max is not going to be long for this world. There he goes. Lionium next in line. Amadeus is getting hammered at the back by a Tiger 2. Then Bilzerian. There goes Amadeus. Sherlock is going to be dealing with a lot of tanks here. They want to save their body. And they're doing just that. Sherlock is gone. And now we only have KMS and the Traditore left. And KMS appears to be AFK, which is like... Yeah. If you when you already have this few players in a match. It is not really a good thing if you also have an AFK. I kind of feel for them, poor guys. So yeah. What did I just get though? Let's ready up and we'll check that later. But at least they have 6 players now. Are they actually moving someone out to make it 6v6? That would be... Oh my god. No, I can't really... I don't think they would do that. You wouldn't... Well, you wouldn't really want to take the risk, would you? 1 minute 20 seconds left to go before we go into the second match of this evening. Second match from Yamato Harbor in this best of 5. Basically meaning the team that reaches 3 victories first is the one that is going through to the next round. And I have a feeling I will be showing you quite some replays again in between. But luckily I have more Laudo replays for you. So we'll have a look at those. And let's see, 50 seconds left before we go into the game. Let's see. And we see not much is changing. Well, no, actually, lineup has changed. We see on the LC side in IS5, the Scorpion G and AMX for M449, IS6, I3 and T32. And they're going to go up against the Pantera, 3252Us, a 301 and 2 Tiger 2s. Oof, that's going to be quite evil. And that LC is not taking any fast tanks. Amadeus unreadying, maybe changing their tanks, but I do hope he readies up. There you go. And we'll see if KMS is actually there this time or if he's going to be AFK again. Let's see. It is kind of unfair though to take 3 252Us, but it kind of reinforces the pay to win thing that I was talking about. Let's see. It would help if I actually loaded into the battle. There you go. Dakudas going for a spot. Amadeus going to the camping spot. And basically now LC is again not sticking together. Dakudas going to be lining some people up. And does Traditore get away with it? Oof, Dakudas does not get away with it actually. Cheeky. And Traditore is going up the hill. Basically, he's not going to be ready for this though. Oh, poor guy. Gets tracked on the first shot, which doesn't help him. And he loses a crap ton of HP very, very fast. And the 252Us decide to go on, whereas Dakudas finishes off the AMX. Amadeus is getting hammered. KMS is again AFK. I have a feeling that it might be someone's second account. Scorpion G is being left to Dakudas. Basically, the 252Us are just going places, murdering people, and then leaving Dakudas to actually get the kill. Robert Rosenberg might actually be losing his life here. But now, ooh, no, he does. Ooh, they took one. They killed the donut. Whoops, driving into tanks there. There goes Maxis. Lionium. Trying to basically survive, but getting wrecked very, very fast. And we have KMS stays again AFK, and Dakudas is just steadily murdering him. But it's Object 3 that basically steals the kill. But yeah, I think that's someone's second account maybe, and they just line him up to have an extra tank. Oof, Amadeus didn't even get a shot in. Poor guy. And Robert Rosenberg with the crying emoji as an avatar is the only one that died. So now it's 2-0 for Legion. We are 9 minutes into this matchup. That includes 4 minutes waiting time. That is saying something. And we are moving on to Fort Despair. Fort Despair, of course, a map that we've seen a lot in tier 10. I'm actually kind of curious to see like the serious gameplay on tier 8. But I have a feeling we're not going to be seeing much of it today. KMS is not rated up yet. But Legion is steadily changing lineups. Basically, you see the same similar tanks though. Because the thing is that with the 252U being as OP as it is, and basically the tournament being as pay to win as it is, and LC only having 6 players, you don't really need to do much and change much in order to win this. So aside from Whoops, Legion is now ready with a 301, 3 252Us, a lightweight and a T32, and potentially a Pantera unless he changes it. Sherlock is now probably logging into KMS to ready him up, not sure. But we'll see. 20 seconds left to go before we go into the match. And Whoop still has to ready up. I should say Sasha. There you go. And he sticks with the Pantera. With 10 seconds left on the clock, here we go into the countdown. And then we'll see what happens. I do kind of feel for LC. I wonder if this is the default because one of the guys was offline. But it might not be. No, they do take 5. But I think Sherlock is still offline, so that is not very hopeful. Oh my god, this is going to be a slaughter. Let's see. Everyone getting some matches tonight by the looks of it. On Legion's side. It can't be fun to play with a team when you know you only have like 4 players. Let's see, yeah, Sherlock is AFK. Oh, camera derp. There we go. Legion going towards the A side. With a spotter in the middle. A just brutally being capped, even though it's very cheeky. Because, like, very exposed. Max is trying to shoot. Oof, my camera is derping. A has been capped. Sherlock is still AFK. Object 3 is moving into base B. Dakudas taking a cheeky hit there. Oof, Max is taking quite some damage. Sherlock still AFK. Base B has been capped. Amadeus takes a hit. The Isu shoots but doesn't pen. Maxis is almost gone. And Sherlock is still AFK. The owner takes a big hit there, but so does Traditore. He's not going to survive. There you go. There goes Maxis as well. Amadeus next in line. Poor guys. Sherlock has been spotted AFK as he is. And Legion is just contesting who gets the most damage here. The only fight that we have left here is Lionium versus Elsa. Sherlock is almost gone. Sasha arrives and finishes him off. And that is the end. Legion, surprise, surprise, took it home. Oh my god, that was brutal. Not sure what you mean by alt matchmaking, Yen, but if with alt matchmaking you mean +2, -2, I actually prefer that. I still miss it because it made the game a lot more interesting. You had to think a lot more about what it was you were doing. And that is different now. Because basically what you can get away with going the same place every time in every tank in every map. And in the +2 -2 matchmaking, you could not. You had to think about what your role was. So what did I get here? I got a gold ball. Okay, that's what I got. I didn't even play, but I got that. For 2k, well, that's not going to happen. But yeah, the pay to win aspect is definitely the worst. Let's see, how long do we have until the next match? Legion. In about 35-ish minutes? Oh god, Alice, I wonder if they fixed the free camera. We're going to find out, otherwise we're going to have lawnmower camera again. So let's see, I've got more. Actually, let's see how the other ones are doing. No, they're still going, so we'll check back later. Let's see, replays. Let's watch another Laura one, shall we? It's actually been so nice streaming without delay. It's kind of hard to get used to 5 minutes again. Let's see. Another FE422 game. Not minding those. I can learn from them. Like I said, hash is something that I'm not really used to. British tanks and I generally don't get along. So I'm not really a big fan of it. But I'm kind of like, I have to grind something anyhow, so I might as well grind this. Let's see. I did like the E50 line, and of course the Vickers line. I've got most tanks that I want, so it's basically like now going for the tanks I don't really want. But more like have to do something anyway. But I can always grind credits, I've got enough prem tanks for that. Let's see. How did that not pan? Was there another tank there maybe? Could be. What's the main premium tank that people use in tier X tournaments? Yeah, that would be the T22, but mostly it's not premium tanks that are being used there. Basically, you see all the... Oof, that was a nice little cheeky hash shot. But yeah, the tanks that are being used there are the... are not the premium tanks. The tech 3 tanks are more stable. Oh, he's making it easier now. Now I can see if we can actually decap the base, maybe. We know where most people are. Oh, that helps. He just has to be very careful with what the Jaeger is aiming at. Let's see. We did see some chieftains being used, and I expect that Twisted Season will bring Super Conqueror. Yeah, you got spotted. E75 is gone. And 103 is going to be very gone. Nice. Let's see. Jaeger kind of needs to be reset. And his teammates are steadily disappearing. E50's not happy. That helps. There we go. He is fast losing a lot of teammates though, so he has to be careful. I mean, Leo's not going to be an issue. He's going to be gone. But the AMX is definitely going to be an issue. There we go. There goes the Yege. Nice choice. He might as well help the AMX. Cheeky game though. Vic is still alive with 1 HP. He's not going to be able to get out of that one. That works? Okay. Vic is still alive. He's kind of stuck in a very tricky position though, so he can't really do much there. If the Vic is going to survive, that's actually going to be very epic. He's still alive! Oh my god! How even? That was low roll. Aww. Aww, that is sad though. Poor Vic is. He has plenty of time, he just needs to be relatively secure, if he can. I wonder where he's going to go, and wonder where he's going to meet him. Yeah, he's not happy. He was like sitting in the base the whole game, but he's complaining. That's a penis emoji. Just saying. Oof, that's not a good thing. Knocking down trees is something that will give away your position. But where did he go? I always hate situations like this. You know you need to find someone, but you don't know where they went. And you know that if they see you before you see them, could be very big trouble. Actually don't know what the alpha is of the 263. There's not a lot of time left. Ah, there he is. "27 seconds. "14 seconds. There you go. Well done. That was a very cheeky game. $1,545 base XP. A very rude Yege against you. Overall, very nice game. Let's see, we still have some time left. Honestly, sorry for not being very energetic. It's not really in me at the moment. Let's see. I have another Legion game by Fallen. So let's have a look at that. Ooh, and it's on Yukon. And it's in the E100. We were talking about heavies earlier, weren't we? E100 is a fantastic tank. I think it was the second heavy line. No? Second or third that I went. No, actually third. Took me forever to get the E100. Ooh. Yori's in this game as well. Let's see. But yeah, E100, it packs such a punch. The only thing is that it can be promoted relatively easily. And that is what most people do. Let's see. It's not supremacy this time. I think this map, with all the ways that you can drive in between little bits and pieces of it, is a very tricky map to drive in. Basically, you can get caught out in the open so easily. I mean, we know that you won there. That's, ooh, that's an AMX. That is a derpy shot. Yori is in trouble there. So is that IS-7. There you go. There's trees growing on top of the buildings. Just saying. We know there's a bunch of tanks here. But where did they go? That is the question. There we go. He's angling at a very difficult position right here. There we go. Pantera has been deleted. That's what you get for field tuning. Oof, nice high roll. It's kind of like venturing into enemy territory here. So he has to be careful. At the same time, pushing this way can be very helpful. That helps. You really don't want to waste a shot against them. Yeah, there you go. Oof, IS-8 is gone. Big hit there. Waff was slowly coming, but the E1 died in like the best place here, allowing him a little bit of cover and angling position, which he's not really using. But okay. This is also help. Oof. I did not expect that in any way to miss. That was like, wait, what? But there he goes after all. And he's already done 4.4k damage. And now he's in a Kolobanov situation. He is fallen though, so I'm not too worried. 4.7, well 5k damage actually. The ram damage isn't counted here. He kind of has to focus on getting the tanks out of the way. There you go, because then he can angle. And potentially HE him. There you go, nice little bounce. Nice high roll. Now he has to be careful. Both of them are one-shots. There we go, cheeky shot. And he has some cover to turn around before the IS-7 arrives. Let's see. Has to be careful not to over-angle though. And there you go, nice. Nice game. The only big mistake he made was the derp shot on the waffle. That just missed completely. Even though he was so close. But this is the pools, the steel wall Kolobanov. Very nicely done. I think if the E1 hadn't run away like that, they would have won. As in, the enemy team would have won. But he did. And that's all that matters. 7k damage, 6 kills, 1624 base XP. Very lovely. But Yukon seems like a difficult map to play on, to be honest. Really need to look into that more. About the new consumables, I don't know. They did talk about it. As in wanting to get more and everything, but I really hope that they don't and that they actually just remove the thing altogether. It's like, I like fantasy camos, but it doesn't actually change the game itself, it just makes it look pretty. Let's just have a quick look. In 41, so 20 minutes from now. So we have Legion versus Chart, I think Chart. Actually, no idea what it stands for, let's have a look. Chai's Raider. Okay. The Chai Raiders. Let's see, we have LM versus BHP. Oof. R2K got knocked out. Oof. Did not expect that to happen, to be honest. Because it's only the top 2 that are going through to the next round. That means that R2K is knocked out. And this APA is through. And these matches are still going. Oh no, they're also decided. So it's Raid versus APA. Phil's also been knocked out. EG versus us. The other R2K team is also knocked out. But yeah. Some surprises there, definitely. Let's see, what else have I got for you? Got a nice game by Jono. So let's look at that as well. In the meantime, I'm also keeping an eye on the rewards that are being given through the portal. If you watch from the very beginning, you will have like 22 minutes to go before you have everything, I think. Let's see. Jono driving the Batchat AP. I actually really love this tank. I'm kind of curious to see if he's driving it with the 3-clip or the 4-clip gun. 3 or 4 shells, I should say. No, he's doing it with the 3. I personally prefer the 4 because the pen is better. And I perform better with that. So let's see. Here we go. Going towards base A. Which is always a good call. I actually prefer to go there myself when I'm on this map. I actually go into the base though, rather than stay here. This is a bit of a cheeky spot though, especially with the bush and everything. But yeah, this is basically where I go to cap the base. Pretty sure they're not here though, even though they have a lot of... Yeah, there you go, they're going to base B. There's one. We have a rogue spaghetti. There we go, first tank out of the way. Yeah, there goes the grill. You took out the standard B. And now he's trying to run off. There you go, that's another one gone. Jono having kept that base is going to help him a lot as well. I have 7 over there. Jono is still reloading, but there you go. IS-7 seems to be having some trouble. Not sure what he's doing. And he's reloading his clip rather than taking a hit. There you go. AMX is going to grab base C. And Jonna's going to help the EA game by the looks of it. Let's see. Yeah, I think I still have time for your E5 game, Bolt. Oof, nice Jaeger hit on the Sherry there. This was unnecessary. That helps, okay. But that too was a little bit unnecessary. There we go. Base C is being stolen. They kind of need to be careful. They need to take them out. And to grab base B while they're at it. There's a rock there. That's not a good thing. Ooh, this is going to be a very close call. There we go. Now they have it, but oh my god, by the skin of their teeth. That helps! That was cheeky. I like it. $4K damage exactly, even though the replay showed 4K.3. But still, that was a lovely, lovely game. Hang on, I'm just getting a PM on Discord from every... I believe it's so weird. That's to a bracket rather than a team this time, so that's a good thing. But yeah, let's see. E5. Now that's the one I already showed. I'll save it until tomorrow, but because I didn't download it yet. I think the E5 game. Did you post it or did you remove it? Let's see. I thought for sure I downloaded that. Oh, there we go. No, I did download it. Let's see. Just patiently opening the game. Here we go. If it actually opens. It was like I was sure I would downloaded that, but I did. Let's see what happens. Because he was all hyped about this. Let's see. And it's an E5. I still love it, even though it's no longer the E5 that it used to be, and no longer as fun as it used to be. Oh my god, no legendary camo. It's not even properly pinned. What kind of camo is this, Ollie? Let's see. I might be showing some of these replays again tomorrow, by the way, unless I get like a fresh load. I see a lot more today than I thought I would. But that's what you get when neither team shows up for the first matchup, and you literally get no matches, not even short ones. Nice missile miss. Oh, cheeky. Missile miss again. Not really getting any shots in here. Also find it peculiar that there's so many like heavies in the middle. They are so getting in each other's way here. That 140 is not going to be long for this world like this. Nice little bounce. Nobody high bounced that, honestly. And no adrenaline. Bit surprised at that, honestly. Nice high roll. Nice bounce again. Oof. This is a bit of a tough pickle that they're in. Nice, that was cheeky. E4 is just steadily being eaten up here. Oof, that costs quite a bit of HP. If the E4 can get another shot in, that would be fantastic. Oof, that missed though. Aw. That wasn't too impatient shot. This is going to be very tricky. Nice! That helps. Let's see. Beautiful game so far. Very cheeky. I really like that. Let's see. Hey Toby. Yeah, it's been a very long time. There goes the mouse. There goes the spaghetti. And there finally goes the E5. I have to give him kudos for that. He survived for a very long time. And now we just have the Force left. And he wouldn't have survived this, by the way, as in Ollie, without the teammate that he has left now. So that's a good thing. And with that, he just ran out of AP. He can take a shot, though. No need for that. You have a lot more HP. And no time, you kind of need to go together. Shot with HE. I mean, I think it means shoot. It's not necessarily a risk you want to take, though. I won't have time for that anymore, Ollie. Toby, sorry. I'll show that tomorrow. Let's see if we can get this shot. That would be so cheeky. And he died. That was very cheeky. But that was lovely teamwork. .8k high caliber. A little bit of assisted damage, but 5 spots. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So let's see. In about a minute we will get a room invite because the match is starting in 6 minutes thereabouts. This is like, because I'm not at home and I'm not streaming at home, my setup is like very different and everything is in places that it's not usually at. So that kind of makes it complicated. But yeah, let's have a look. Gold box is still there. Because that is very useful and all. Those are like the same. Well, okay, in about 1.5 minutes. So let's go to the chart. Let's actually have a look at the Chai Raiders. Statistically, they look to be okay. I mean, Legion we know a lot more about. So let's actually just have a quick look. They do have a lot of battles overall as well. So they're not like rerolls. Except maybe a few. But I actually like that. Because this is a clan that I've not really heard of. But with everyone moving around and renaming themselves and everything. I'm not really surprised other people are doing it too. I mean, this is like a whole new team name-wise. Then you have RTK that has renamed itself like completely. Wait, this is what I meant. Like, ready to tyrannize, ready to farm, ready to rise from ashes, ready to spit fire, ready to adapt, ready to shine, ready to party, ready to immortalize, and ready to bead. And no, I know that's not bead because it's bead. Just checking to make sure, but I think we should get a fresh invite soon. But yeah, I really wish I had this tank, even though it's cross-eyed and everything. It just looks just like this. It's just so cool. Let's see. I was just gonna say room invite. Where are you? But there we are. And we are going to go to Vineyards, one of my favorite maps in the game. It looks like this. You have 3 bases. Base C is more into the city than it shows on this image, but this is like the best image that I found so far. Kind of need to look for it, see if I can get a properly updated one, but yeah. You have base A and B close to their respective spawns. Basically, lots of ridge lines to work, lots of like slopes and hills and everything. A little bit of city work sometimes, but I think we will see some city action with the 2 have to use, unless they just brutally push, because that's also an option. Let's see. 4 minutes left before we go into the actual match. So that is more than plenty of time. And we already see some players on both sides. Chai Raiders is not complete yet, but with the names all synced up like this, I do think that they will be there. And then we will see. Now we just basically wait. Ooh, the owner's taking the shark tank again. What with that shark tank, shark camo. Honestly, I wish I could like spam gold and all those crates and just see if I could get it. But it is expensive and it's gambling and it's like such a small chance that you actually get the camo or the tank. It's like horrible. But it does look freaking fantastic if you do get it. Let's see. Chai Raid is up to 5 now. Legion is completely there. Well, not at least 7 players. Chai Raid has got a 6-1. They have a little less than 3 minutes left to go, but that is still plenty of time to get the team complete. And we see that the lineup is still being changed. We only see one 252U so far. But we do see the FT, which is like also pay to win an OP. And there we go, the other side. Going with some British tanks. Also an Action X there, which is also pay to win. But yeah, there's lots of OP tanks in tier 8. And OPs in different ways. Action X strength lies mainly in the reload, which is quite epic. And if you're in a very good position, you can be absolutely brutal. At the same time, this is Legion that they're facing. But if the Chai Raiders have played a lot of tier 8 tournaments, which is a potential, which could be, then they might be more comfortable playing this meta than Legion. And that could make things very, very interesting. At the same time, this is Legion, so yeah. Less than 2 minutes left to go then. And then we'll see what is going to happen. Not much else to say really. We've been streaming for nearly 2 hours already. Oof. Tomorrow's gonna be even longer. I think the final matchup tomorrow is planned at like 10:15, which is like just over an hour from now, half an hour from now. Well, we'll see. Wonder if there's going to be like 2 groups. I will check after this to see what's going to happen tomorrow exactly. Because like I said, I can't concentrate or focus, so my memory is also like completely ruined. So I can't really focus on anything and I can't remember anything. I can literally like forget what I've read just like 2 minutes ago. Which is very, very annoying. But yeah. But now with 42 seconds left to go, we see that the Chai Raiders are ready in a FE301, 2 Panteras, 2 Carnarvons, an Action X, and a FT. And they're going to go up against a Pantera, the E2, another Pantera, a 252U, 2 T32s, and an FT. That is assuming that they're already up in time because we have 20 seconds left on the clock before we go into the match, and the honor has switched to a 252U. So we have 2 Pantera, 2 252U, 2 T32s, and an FT. And here we go with the countdown clock, ready to go into the match. The first match of this best of 5. And let's see. They all carry the same effort. I actually like that kind of unity. Actually do dislike that we're not getting New Bay though. That looks fancy with that camo. I like it. And let's go up and away. We have the Pantera splitting up, going towards spotting positions, but neither of them actually going to base B. Base A is also not being kept. With the 301 being very cheeky, very forwards, and getting spotted there. With the Pantera here. Whoops, taking damage here. But there goes one Pantera. Flame slot already gone. And even though Nick lost quite a bit of HP, and even though Chai Raiders has now kept the base, this is a very cheeky thing. They've already lost so much HP just by being here. Asa taking out another tank with a ram, and that's cost Chai Raider 2 tanks now to get 1 base. This is not going to be looking well for them. Nimas taking a big hit from behind and another one. It is the most OP tank on their side because of the rate of fire that it has. Base B is being kept. There goes the FT. Now we have the Action X that is in a position that you don't really want to be in. I'm getting shot from everywhere, and there he goes. Legion slowly but surely basically deciding to take them all out and murdering them brutally with no mercy whatsoever. And there he goes. Less than 2 minutes. Oh, that is cute. That is really cute. 7-0 victory. The idea of it was good from the Chai Raiders. But it's Legion. And that's basically what broke them up. The fact that one of the Panteras, the Flames Flood, was so caught out alone is basically what broke them up here, quite literally. And then Legion was like, first this one, then this one, then this one, and just picked them off one by one. So now we're getting ready for the second match on Vineyards. Legion seems to be sticking to the same lineup. Maybe. And there we go. Daka does be moved in with the 301. And that means that now Whoops is changing his tank as well. Maybe Daka does as well, I don't know. But we see on the other side, one Carnarvon has been exchanged for a 252U. So we have a lightweight, 2 Panteras, a Carnarvon, Action X T32, and the 252U. The FT is also gone. And we see Legion now sporting 2 RUs, 2 252Us, a 301, a T32, and an FT. Oof. I do like that, like, half of Legion's team is driving tanks that are actually researchable and not payable, so to speak. I think that of all the tiers that we have, Trade is definitely the one with the most premium tanks. There's like a complete gluttony of it. And here we go, countdown clocks have begun for the second match of the finals for tonight. And let's see. Let's see what's going to happen now. Darkadas in a cute little tank. This is such a joy to drive though. So let's go up and away and see what's going to happen. Darkadas not going into the base. They are used to going into the ruins. Darkadas they're basically doing what happened the last time. Darkadas being very forward, but deciding to not be there. My camera is derping. Oop, sorry about that. Whoops taking a little bit of damage. Darkadas as well. Oof, Darkadas taking another big hit. As does Whoops. They've kind of like overextended now. Leon are moving in with 252U. They kind of need to be careful not to overextend too much though. And there he goes. Martin is gone. Oof. Dear God, this camera stuff is annoying. And Legion, after losing some HP that early on, are now playing more carefully. They did take a tank away already. Base A is being stolen. We have object 3 that has been spotted. He is pulling back now. And those 252Us are doing big hits. Lightweight, not looking too healthy at the back. And now we have the 301 and Sasha dealing with Nimas here. And now they're getting help from their other teammates. There goes Nimas, there goes A152, there goes Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Honor not looking too healthy. Black Dragon has been taken out. Only 2 players left. Rosenberg, if he survives, it might be another 7-0. but it will be tricky. There goes Flame's Flood. And there he goes. It's another 7-0. Very cheeky gameplay. They almost made a fatal mistake here, but they pulled it back towards them. And basically, again, picked them off one by one. And look at the difference in damage. That is pretty much twice the damage on Legion's side. Very cheeky gameplay. I like it. And now we are moving on to Hallis. Hallis, I'm not sure if the camera is going to be working, but we will see. Looks like this. You have 3 bases, 2 like facing off against each other, and 1 all the way on the other side. But position-wise, the other side near base C is a lot more fun. And it will be interesting to see what they do with this. So now, the Chais are now going like, yeah, let's bring the 252Us. So we see 3 of those now. 2 Kinevans, an Action X, and an FT. And that is going to be pretty brutal. And on the other side we see 3 301s, 3 252s, and a T32 potentially. Oh, 1 301 is moved out. There goes T32 as well. Let's see. And we're going to be sticking with the same. Sorry. Again, my throat itching because I've been talking this much. 42 seconds left to go before we go into the match. And then we'll see. The Chai Raiders seem to be very secure in the lineup, but with so many 252Us who wouldn't be. And on Legion's side, we now see 2 301s, 2 Kinevans, and 3 252Us. So, relatively similar in a way with the Kinevans and the 252Us. The only difference is that the Chais are taking the Action X and the FT, and Legion is taking 2 301s along with it. And here we go, countdown clock into the 3rd match, potentially the last match, match point for Legion. Because it is a best of 5, and here we go. And let's see what's going to happen. Actually do like that we're seeing different clans here than we do in just tier 10. Tier 8 just has a different meta, it works differently. But yeah, skill is definitely also still a thing. And Legion is Legion, even if they are not that familiar with tier 8 and tier 8 tournaments specifically. They are still the team Legion. So let's see. They are heading towards base B. With 2 301s going towards the middle more. As are the Kinevans. And let's see, first ones have been spotted already. People getting spotted left and right. First shots are happening. Base A is being taken. The Kinevans are pushing through. And they are in for a rude awakening. Potentially. Action X taking a shot. Ooh. Base C is being taken. Base B is not like quite contested. The 252Us are there, but they are waiting. Base B is now being taken. The FT is there, but they are bouncing a little bit. The 252Us do have to be careful here. They are 252Us, but they're not that impenetrable. And they have a lot of tanks against them, but that means that the 301s and the Kinevans are basically getting a field day with targets. But now the Kinevans are arriving at the back too. The 252Us are definitely in trouble. 301s are arriving. The Kinevans are also pulling back. And basically we've entered the brawl stage, and it's actually the first Legion guy to go down. And another one, Object 3, is also gone. There goes Nimas. And this is the first time the Chai Raiders are taking kills. Free camera, by the way, has been fixed because I'm actually being able to fly now without going lawnmower. There goes Sasha. It is 4 versus 4. The Honor turning around slowly. Dakudas going to need some... Oof, never mind. Black Dragon is gone. If they focus fire enough, the Honor is not going to be long for this world either. Oof, he's still alive though. And he might get another shot in, but it's unlikely. 158. Getting the honor. But getting stuck a little bit in the meantime. It is 3 versus 2. Dagadas being the easiest targets. But they are taking Flames Flood out, and now there's only 158 left. I do like their attitude. And I'm glad that they didn't go down with 3 7-0s, because that would have been quite mean. It's good that they got some kills. And there we go. It is a 3-0 match-wise though. With some very polite and nice talk from the Chai Raiders and responses from Legion. So I am a big fan of that. Overall, really nice game. Look at this, the Canevans definitely carried this. And basically the 252 used were sacrificial lemons here. But it worked. So that is it for tonight with regards to these games. So let's have a look, see what is the rest doing. Was this also still a match? It helps if you load. We need to be like patient. Oh no, they don't have any great stages anymore. But yeah, LM versus BHPP. Let's see, that is still going. But that should be on every stream. And that is the coin stream right now. APA versus Raid. I think that's on... Well, no, that's on Fugit stream. And we have EG versus US on Wild Ones Helper stream. But yeah, for me, that is it for tonight. I will be back tomorrow to stream the next stage of the finals. Tomorrow is going to be a long stream because there's like a double elimination thing. But I did promise that we would look at what the idea is. Let's look at the details. Like, this is what we had today. Tomorrow we have the double elimination. And this is basically what we get then. So we have the upper bracket. And we have the lower bracket. And the finals of the lower bracket are also on Friday. So basically tomorrow we get 1, 2, 3, 4 matches rather than the 3 today, and on Friday we get 2. But those are, I think, best of 7? Not sure. Yeah, lower bracket and grand final. The finals of the upper and lower bracket final and the grand finals are both best of 7. So they take a bit longer. So that is the planning for the next few days. I will be on the portal then, so if you watch me then you get rewards if you watch through the reporter and you are logged in. Nuno! Happy birthday, Nuno! Everyone wish Nuno a happy birthday because it's his birthday today. And he's the shark man. He actually is, his in-game name is Nilo Shark. But he works with sharks in real life. So he basically also really wants to stank butt crates. So that's kind of the thing. But yeah, like I said, that is it for me tonight. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your patience with some tech issues that I've been having. I hope you guys enjoyed this all. Nuno, I wish you a very happy restful of your birthday. And I will see you all tomorrow night for the double elimination from the next stage. Good night all and bye bye.